What's up, YouTube? My name's Mike. I make AI chatbots. They're custom versions of ChatGPT specifically for small businesses. I made this free demo for the Dubliner Pub. I'm going to give them a call and see if I can convince them to watch this video. If that's you now watching this video, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. So as you can see, the first when you first load the bots, there's one, two, three, four, five. There's five different bots. These are just five different examples. I have quite a few other different types of bots that are not included in this demo, and they can be integrated into one bot so that you don't even know that these other functions are behind to just automatically. In fact, this is in theory, although it doesn't always work that well. If you just start talking to it right here, it will choose from these bots for you and just automatically answer your question or continue the conversation with the most appropriate bot. So the first one I'm going to talk about here is the knowledge bot. Now the knowledge bot is there's a retrieval augmented generation bot, which means it's got a JSON LD graph, knowledge graph on the vector database. I'm guessing that doesn't mean a whole lot to most people, but basically what it means is it has a whole lot of information about the business, um, and it uses that information to answer any questions that you ask it. Now, how much information is actually on here? I don't know. This is just a free demo. I kind of threw together quickly. If they are interested in this using this chatbot, then I will go through and make sure it has all of their information in a comprehensive manner. But let's just test it out. What sort of food? Oops, that's not how that works. What sort of food can I get at the Dubliner Pub? There we go. Wings, burgers, tenders, or fries. Um, Glorious. How much does a Guinness cost at the Dubliner? This is slower than ideal. I'm not sure what's going on. It's usually not quite this slow. It does seem to happen when I'm recording a video that it messes with the network or something. Okay, we maybe don't have the prices in the knowledge graph, but you get the idea. Again, if they're interested in this, I make sure that it has answers to all the questions. So let's see here, the Dubliner Pub blog feed. Assuming that they have a blog and it's a WordPress blog and it follows the standard URL structuring, this will be connected to their blog. So I can ask it to tell me about events, and it will look through the blog and give me the title of a related blog post and an excerpt, and then provide the link. And I can just go to the link and see the original post there. Or if I want to stay in the chatbot and ask questions about it, I can. Although right now it doesn't pull in all of the content of the blog post into the chat, but it could do that with very minimal editing on my part. I just don't really want to do that because I don't want people thinking that I'm stealing their content. That's not the idea here. It's if I have their permission, I would be happy to do that. Okay, so the Postmaker bot is going to write. It helps the. It's for. It's. This is not something that would be put on their website. It's for use by the company itself. It's going to create a blog post that is appropriate for their blog, specifically for the purposes of SEO. So it's going to have targeted keywords, and then it's going to have automated internal linking. Um, so I don't know. If you don't know what those mean, I don't know that this is exactly the right time to try to get into that. The review bot is also an SEO tool. It helps them get more Google reviews. Well, I don't know that more is the right word, but it helps maximize the value of each Google review you get by asking the user 3 quick questions, so you can kind of steer them in the direction that you would like them to about things you'd like them to mention. And then you set your target keywords, and it weaves those in a natural way. And so between those two things, because your Google reviews, what terms show up repeatedly in your Google reviews, you are very likely to rank for those terms in Google searches. So, if you can steer people towards talking about something specific and then weave that into the review for them, that's going to help you rank for that term. Okay, I was very satisfied with the service at Dubliner Pub. I very much enjoyed the food and drinks. So again, these 3 questions can be customized by the owner or marketing manager, whoever's in charge, to try to steer if there's something specific you want, like if you're trying to rank for like live music, St. Paul, for example, or like Irish festival, St. Paul, then you might want to one of these questions could be like, did you attend the Irish festival? Just make sure that anybody that did, that ends up getting into the review. I would so very recommend the Dubliner to my friends. All right, and then it gives you a convenient way to copy, and then brings you to the place where you post the review. They have 1,227 reviews with a 4.5 star rating. Awesome, that's great. They've got lots of reviews, very high ratings. However, are all of these reviews getting the maximum value in terms of their search engine optimization strategy? I don't know. I would be willing to bet not. All right, let's go back. When you click main menu, it's going to relist the bots available. If I click new chat, it will also relist the bots available, but it will clear the chat history. Okay, so the website browser bot, this is the last one here. It is connected to the pages on the website. So if you first, it will make a button for each page available. Now I can use a filter so it only shows certain pages, or have it customized that the owner or marketing manager decides which pages are shown here, or have it show every single page on the website. And then when you click one, it is gonna grab the content and pull it in. I think because this is a calendar, maybe the content wasn't really like in text format, so it wasn't able to pull it into the chat as easily. Yeah, so there wasn't very much text. That's why I wasn't able to pull it into the chat really, but we do see the calendar here, so it brings you to the calendar page. So, I guess the idea is there's a million different ways to utilize that, and I don't want people thinking really that the chatbot is a replacement for the website. A lot of people say to me like, "Well, why wouldn't I just want a website?" It's ideally they're integrated. They're like the website is fully available inside the chatbot, and vice versa. But I will say that people more and more are preferring to use chatbots for search, and then they search if they search to find your site, but they're searching via chatbot, and then they get onto your site, they probably would prefer to use a chatbot when they're on your site, because that's clearly what people's preference is, and that is way more true of the younger people are, the more that they prefer chatbots over websites with static text. All right, we'll switch back over here. All right, I think that's gonna do it. Um, but if you are from the Dubliner Pub, I thank you so much for watching this. And again, please contact me and give me any feedback. If you think it sucks, if you think that this is the stupidest thing you've ever seen, I would love to hear that. Tell me, but also tell me why, so that I can make it better. Thank you so much. Bye.